Hello survivors, and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. And in this video we're going to be taking a look at what is the next multi-week event coming to RTS, and it is effectively a Halloween event, you know, a little sort of like a holiday themed event. And we do have a holiday themed character attached to it, as you can see on the screen, and his name is Skeleton Steve. I am going to be doing a preview of this character and it will be up on my channel tomorrow, just showing you how his skills work, you know, and me giving my thoughts on how effective this character is going to be. But for now, we're just going to look at how we can get our hands on this character and other rewards in Mankind Overrun, the next multi-week event starting on Monday. So there is no intro to this event, but it does give the event times. It says the start time is Monday the 18th of October 2021 at 4 PM Pacific time, and the end date is Monday the 15th of November 2021 at 4 PM Pacific time. There is an event overview and we'll read through this. It says spooky season is here and Skeleton Steve and Headless Herschel are commanding a massive herd of walkers. If you can survive, you'll collect a number of Skeleton Steve's Walkmen from the following: solo and faction level up tournaments, solo and faction survival road tournaments, solo and faction raid tournaments, daily recurring road maps, and special additional limited time Halloween events. So it is actually kind of strange, honestly. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I know Herschel's a good guy. I think Steve would probably be a good guy too, so I'm kind of like whispers right now, I'm not sure. The more Walkmans you collect, the more you'll progress through the Mankind Overrun missions that will reward tombstones and numerous bonus rewards. 2 copies of Gold Mythic Skeleton Steve will be available in the Mankind Overrun missions. A 3rd copy will come with a premium skull key offer, which will also unlock more premium rewards in the missions. Use your tombstones to trade in for mythic recruit tokens in the grey market. In addition, Survivors Club members will receive a daily gift of 600 Walkmen and access to exclusive grey market trade-ins as well. It finishes up by saying, don't forget to play through the Mankind Overrun story roadmap to see what kind of scary mischief Headless Herschel and Skeleton Steve are up to. Keep an eye out for additional information on how to pick up a 4th copy of Gold Mythic Skeleton Steve from their special additional Halloween events between now and the end of the Mankind Overrun, which will wrap up on November the 15th. So it does look like the structure of these events is going to work the same way as it did within Limit Break 1, where 2 characters are free to play and 1 is premium. This is honestly a really massive surprise, and kind of one of the main reasons I was complaining about the release of potential, you know, Limit Break 3 is the rewards are still so in the past when we're right now in Limit Break 2 and Limit Break 3 is just around the corner and the event rewards aren't really being updated. So this isn't really good in my opinion. I thought the change when it came to the Lydia event was awesome. It came down to how much you're willing to grind, and then there was obviously the more premium character within the stash, which was Mike, but I thought that was a really good event. This one seems to be going back to events, like I said, during Limit Break 1. Very strange. But it does say there is an additional character up for grabs, another Skeleton Steve. If that character is free to play and not required, like no premium requirement, then it's not as big a deal. Now there are some missions, the Mankind Overrun missions, and you'll just run through it. You can see that you're going to have to collect the Walkman and the skull key, and this is going to be basically like a battle pass where the Walkman are obviously accessible, whereas the skull key is just an instant purchase. And then if you get both of them, you get the main mission reward, which in this case would be a silver choice reward. So it doesn't seem to be that big a deal when it comes to it so far. War refills, military supplies in the skull, silver choice. Again, it doesn't seem to be that big a deal to pick up the key. You get the first Gold Mythic Skeleton Steve at secondary mission on main mission 4. But then I'm guessing you get a Skeleton Steve for the main mission reward. There we go. The main mission reward rather than the secondary mission reward at mission 8. And then you'll get the 3rd or the 2nd free to play closer to the bottom, probably on the very, very last mission. This kind of reminds me of the Governor event. And again, the Governor event was during Limit Break 1. So it is, like I said, the structure is kind of strange. And you can see the secondary mission on mission 17. You get another Skeleton Steve. We'll keep scrolling through the rewards. And these, I would say these are kind of like, air quotes, bonus rewards. But it does go up to 20 missions in total. And you're going to get tombstones as the secondary missions consistently. And the tombstones you can spend in the grey market for some other rewards on top. And I know a lot of people out there are hoping that there's going to be a lot of silver mythics available and a lot of Liliths. So let's actually check out what we can get with those tombstones. And looking at the grey market rewards, you can see you can get 3,000 mythic recruit tokens, and that would just be the silver mythic recruit tokens. And that costs 10 tombstones per claim, and you can claim that up to 100 times. Then there's the 750 gold mythic tokens just for Survivor Club members. You can claim that up to 15 times, and it costs 40 tombstones. The Bernadette you can claim up to 5 times, and it costs 25 tombstones. And there is a silver choice character here as well, and that does cost 30 tombstones, and you can claim up to 5 times. But unfortunately, they're all Survivors Club members, and it doesn't look like they're going to be putting the rewards that honestly I've been seeing non-stop for the last 3-4 weeks. People talking about they need Liliths, no Liliths in here. People talking about they need silvers, and there's no accessible silvers in here. We need the rewards in here that are actually going to be good for people. Mythic recruit tokens, I guess you could say they are silvers, to be fair, so it's not terrible. But yeah, I think we need Liliths, at least the option. I know there's no downside to put in 40 Liliths in here, costing like, I don't know, 2 tombstones each, so that people could just pick up the full 40 if they need it. And honestly, 40 does nothing. It's like max out one character's skills. That's it. Nothing that big deal. There is also some info on a daily roadmap where you can get the Walkman, and you can get up to 600 Walkman on a daily basis. 4 stages, the completion bonus of 200 extra. And here you can get a Lilith Ulysses choice box. So throughout the event, you will be able to get 30 Liliths or Ulysses in this choice box. And I know the majority of people do need Lilith, but I do know people need both as well. So those people are in a really hard spot. You are going to get some armory tokens, some select recruit tokens, gear markers, and some gear choice boxes on the completion as well. So just some extra info when it comes to what's in these boxes. And these are the kind of like continuous rewards that everyone needs when it comes to your training grounds, just being able to do your basic training. So this stuff is actually pretty good. The armory item choice box, I know some people do need things like the polishing kits and stuff like that, so that's actually a pretty big deal. And that is it for these kind of extra rewards in here. So overall, I think this event is kind of what we're used to, kind of basic, but like I said, it is very Limit Break 1 era. We're in Limit Break 2. Limit Break 3 was just like advertised as being right around the corner. Need an update on these events, honestly. Soon we're going to need 5, and we're getting 2 free to play. I'm not sure about this. Viability of characters on attack teams, they pretty much have to be the tippity top of what they can potentially be to be usable. Especially percentage damage dealers. When it comes to the defense team characters, they need to be maybe you can get away with like 1 character less. So when it comes to Limit Break 3, maybe a Limit Break 2 character can be used on a defense and be viable. Like right now, I can't use a grade 5 on defense team. It's just impossible. They're just absolutely going to get destroyed. They don't have the power. They don't have the passives. You know, they don't have a lot of things. So yeah, I think this needs to be readdressed. I know there is another event potentially coming out with another Skeleton Steve, but you know, that would still be only 3 of the 5. I know there's going to be some fine balancing, but when it comes to event characters in the past, they were completely free to play. Completely free to play, 100% of the character. In the Gold Mythic era, I don't think that's happened too many times, except this recent event with Lydia, and that was why it was so good. Now, I know there's a balancing act there. There can be upsides to that fact, that there's slight premium side of it. From a free-to-play player's perspective, you've got to look at it and say, that character's more likely to be better if there is an option to have to pay for part of that character, because the incentive to pay for that character and part of your money is that the character is decent. So it is a balancing act. If it is just a 100% free-to-play character, it's most likely not going to be very good. But a lot of the characters early on in the Mythic era and event characters weren't very good, and there were premium sides of those characters as well. So like I say, a little bit questionable. We'll see what happens with the extra event when it comes to Skeleton Steve. And like I said in my intro, I will be doing a breakdown preview of this character, just showing off his skills and passives and just showing how they work in game, and giving my thoughts on his viability and how usable the character actually is at the moment. But I am pretty happy that there is a Halloween event, guys. We do sometimes only get like the 1 week Halloween events, and the fact that this is a multi-week one is pretty cool. Do leave any thoughts you have about the event in the comments down below. That is the end of my video. I want to thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.